In the burning sun of colonial India, a single man stood before thousands. No weapons, no armor, just a voice, loud enough to shake the pillars of the British Empire. When the empire tried to break India's spine, he became its backbone. This is the story of Lala Lajpat Rai, Punjab Kesari, the Lion of Punjab, whose roar still echoes through the story of India's freedom. Early life. A flame is born. He was born on 28th of January 1865 in Dudike, Punjab, to a modest teacher's family. But even as a boy, his eyes held the fire of justice. While other children played, he questioned, "Why should my motherland bow before anyone?" He absorbed values of truth, courage, and nationalism from Arya Samaj, whose teachings shaped the steel inside him. The Arya Samaj influence, making of a lion. As a young man, he joined Dayanand Saraswati's Arya Samaj, a movement that ignited pride in India's identity, its language, and its culture. Arya Samaj gave him purpose, gave him strength, gave him the courage to fight, not just for freedom, but for social reform, women's education, removal of caste barriers, upliftment of the poor, pride in Indian heritage. The fire of nationalism mixed with the flame of reform, and the lion began to rise. The rise of a national leader, Punjab Kesari. He traveled across Punjab, awakening villages, towns, and cities with speeches that stirred souls. When your motherland is chained, silence itself becomes a sin. He didn't just speak, he inspired, he mobilized, he awakened sleeping India. Soon he became part of the iconic trio, Lal Bal Pal, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal. Three voices, one dream, Swaraj. Partition of Bengal, the fire spreads. In 1905, when the British divided Bengal to crush national unity, Lala Lajpat Rai stood at the front lines. Meetings, boycotts, protests. He became the heartbeat of resistance in North India. His voice shook the empire. Divide us, and we will unite stronger. Exile to America, the freedom ambassador. The British feared him, so they pushed him out. He traveled to America, lectured in universities, wrote passionate articles, built global support for India's freedom, and founded the Indian Home Rule League of America in 1917. Across oceans, his voice became India's cry for justice. Return to India, the final battle begins. By the 1920s, he was a national hero. Crowds gathered wherever he went. His speeches lit sparks in millions. And then came the moment that would define him forever. Simon Commission. The day the lion roared. 1928, Lahore. The British sent the Simon Commission, but not a single Indian was included. A government for India without Indians. The entire nation erupted. In Lahore, thousands gathered under one leader, Lala Lajpat Rai. He stood at the front, leading peaceful protests with a black flag in his hands. And then, the police attacked. Lathis rained down on peaceful Indians. Blood on the streets, chaos everywhere. Their target was clear. Their hatred was clear. They struck him again, again, again. And yet, he stood unbroken, breathing heavily, bleeding, but roaring, "Every blow on my body will prove a nail in the coffin of the British Empire." Those words became prophecy. His death, but not his silence. Weeks later, on the 17th of November 1928, he succumbed to his injuries. India lost a leader, but gained a legend. His martyrdom ignited a generation, especially a young man named Bhagat Singh, who vowed to avenge him, and he did. Lala Lajpat Rai did not die. He became the fire inside every Indian revolutionary. Legacy. The lion lives forever. Today, his name is everywhere. Lala Lajpat Rai University, Lajpat Nagar, Delhi. Statues across India, schools, libraries, memorials. But his true memorial is the freedom he helped win. A lion may fall, but his roar never does. He didn't carry swords. He carried courage. He didn't build empires. He built a nation's spine. This was Lala Lajpat Rai, the Lion of Punjab. Tell us in the comments which moment from his life inspired you the most. Subscribe to Era Uncover, because every era tells a story.